Hello, this is Gwayman.eth, and I will be doing a short, simple tutorial on Ethereum name servers, aka ENS names. So, I'm going to be going over what they are, what the perks and pros are, and why I think these things will be so important and they are worth learning about. So, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so what is ENS? We're going to go over a couple use cases, and then there's a few speculative use cases in here that I've heard talks about. But to start off with, ENS is going to be your wallet name. It can also be a decentralized website, your metaverse username. ENSs are NFTs, so they are also collectible items that are tradable and resellable. There's speculation that one day ENS will be used almost as a phone number, so people can contact you by simply typing in or dialing your ENS name. That, like I said, that's a speculation case, though. ENS is your photo gallery because people in the community have built tools that can find all your favorite photos that you set inside your wallet or set on your website, and you can just go straight to your photo gallery. ENS is also your Web3 identity. That leads back to the username and wallet name. This is your chance to pick your online identity. It's almost like your digital birth certificate in a weird way, but you get to pick your name this time. And then there's speculation that it will be an email as well. So I don't see why that couldn't happen. People can link a lot of things to it. You could just link your email to it, or again, your decentralized website. I think the three most important use cases here on this list is 1, the wallet name, 2, your username, and 3, your Web3 identity. So ENS makes it to where you will be able to set a name for your wallet. So when receiving and sending cryptocurrency, instead of having a 32-character long random address that you have to copy and paste to people, it makes it a readable address or a pronounceable address. So even if you're on the phone call with somebody and they want to know where they're going to send the payment, you can tell them, hey, send it to matt.eth or jake.eth or sarah.eth. So with this being your wallet name, that is also where the username comes into play, because this will be your username. This will be what you type in when you want to sign in with things. And then it's your Web3 identity. So let's give some examples. So here we have Vitalik Buterin, the main face of Ethereum. And when you go to find him on any social media, what does he go as? Vitalik.eth. That is his ENS name. He owns Vitalik, and it adds .eth behind it. Whenever you see these addresses, it will be .eth behind it. It's a Web3 domain, almost like how we have Web2 domains, and 9 times out of 10 you type in .com. In this case, we have Vitalik using .eth as his personal brand. So here we'll shoot over to my Twitter really quick and give an example. You see I'm Gwayman.eth. I have a second name, which is just a 4-digit 7679.eth. We'll get into that at another time. But if you look down in the description, it says find me here, and I have a link to my personal website. And if you look at that website link, it is gwayman.eth.limo. There's no .com, no .org. It is using a .eth and creating my decentralized website off my personal brand. Here's another example of a brand using their .eth. Budweiser. They don't represent Budweiser.eth on Twitter, but a couple months back, they did go as beer.eth, and they do own the name and the ENS name beer.eth, which you can see here. They were celebrating the Ethereum merge. They made a tweet that says, "This buds for the merge," and is someone holding a beer can, and you can see it is a Budweiser can with beer.eth on it, saying King of NFTs. Here's another brand that secured their online identity. So it is Puma.eth. Everybody knows Puma, and they went as far as putting it on their Twitter. So they welcomed themselves to the metaverse and secured their username. Here is somebody else that I think not too many people talk about. Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z. He actually owns a 3-letter domain. He owns hove.eth. So that's a cool one that I think not too many people know about. And the reason he grabbed that was he is known as Hove. So if you are into crypto, into the Web3 scene, into the metaverse ideas, you want to go ahead and grab your wallet address and your identity. Let's jump back to the ENS website. I'm going to go ahead and type in something short and easy to remember. Let's do 917. So I search 917.eth. I see it's owned by somebody. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and see the finer details. Whenever you click on a name that is currently owned, you will see there is a registrant address, a controller address, which are actually the same. And then I have the expiration date, and I can see the person linked their Ethereum address to this name. And if I go down farther, they even set an avatar to the name. So it looks like they grabbed New York City's area code and set a picture of New York behind it. So you can customize these things. You will see there's a third tab for subdomains, which someone also created one for themselves here. I'll go over subdomains at another time. Let me go ahead and look up my name. So I got gwayman.eth. I know this one is taken because I own this, but I'm going to go to it and check out the details to show you guys an example. So here when I click the details on mine, you will see that the registrant address and controller address are different. The registrant address holds all the rights to this name, but the controller address has the right to use it. So I have it set to one of my hot wallets that I use on the daily. That is why the controller is different. You'll see I have an ETH address and a Bitcoin address posted already. Anytime you want to add a coin, you just push add and you can click any type of coin. So no matter what you're dealing with, whether it's Cardano, Solana, Polygon, all that good stuff, you can have it all linked to your one name. So once you own your ENS, you can use it for any crypto coin. This is chain agnostic, so there's no limits. You're not set to one thing. I know it says .eth behind it, but it's not just Ethereum. That's a mistake a lot of people make. And once you successfully secure an ENS name that you like, and you set all the wallet addresses for each and every coin you care to operate with to your name, anything sent to that name will land safely and securely where you need it. Hopping over to Etherscan, where if you're not familiar with Etherscan, it's pretty hard to navigate and it can be a bit confusing, but this is where you come to check what gas may be at the time or check your past transactions, and if you have a transaction stuck, you can go and see what the problem is. So here, ENS lets you operate on Etherscan with your readable name. So you can type in gwayman.eth, I can go and click on my name, and I can scroll down and see anything I have going on, whether my transaction's stuck, where I sent money to, who sent money to me. Here you'll see the transaction hashes, how long ago, and right there, that's the key right there. You see from gwayman.eth. Originally that would just be a random address and you won't be able to keep track of it. ENS helps organize this. Now I'm going to use my wife's wallet as an example, but let's say we want to send money to somebody. Instead of pasting a crazy address, I can just type in gwayman.eth and I can send how much ETH I want or any other coin I have linked. In this case, it's Ethereum. So I type in gwayman.eth and I push send. That simple. No copy paste, no what is your 32 character long address. This is the most beautiful part of it. So here we'll see we are sending 0.01 as a test. And boom, looks like it's sent. Let's hop over to my wallet now. So here we are in my wallet. Let me go to my transaction history. And look at that, 0.01 accepted. Let's go to Etherscan and see how that worked. So here you can see from and to, from queenwallet.eth to gwayman.eth for 0.01 ETH. Now, without ENS, that would be very hard to keep track of and understand. Let's go ahead and show how easy it is to register an ENS name. So here I am at the ENS site, typed in ENS is great. I see it's available, so I click it, come down and see how much I have to pay. You can click how many years you want the name for. Here, in this case, I'm going to do it for 1 year, and let's register one. So I click request to register. Let me go ahead and pay the first gas fee. This first gas fee is to secure your name and make sure that no one else is trying to get the same name as you. So you have 3 steps. That's what the first step does. It goes ahead, runs things through the system, and makes sure that you are the one that's going to secure your name. Now you wait 60 seconds is step 2, and after that 60 seconds is over, you can click register. So we're going to go and pay the actual gas fee, which is $5.50 a year plus gas. And then I come back here, and boom, step 3 is pending. So we did step 1, which is make sure that the name is available and we are the ones to get it. Step 2 is wait 60 seconds. And then after clicking register again, we have step 3 where you pay your final gas fee, and boom, looks like we got it. So then you can click manage name, And you will see there's a registering address, a controller address, the expiration date, and then there's an address in the ETH field. Whenever registering a name from one of these wallets, whichever wallet you register the name from, it will automatically link it to that one. And anything sent to ENS's great.eth will land safely in my wallet. So there you have it. We just successfully registered an ENS domain from scratch within 2 minutes, I want to say. So it's that simple, it's that easy. You don't have to be a genius to understand ENS or understand the use cases or see the potential behind it. Some people would even call this revolutionary because this is serious technology that has serious utility. And like I said, it is also an NFT, so these things can be bought and sold and traded. And that's why you will see people buying these names for so much money because they think that either they can sell it for more later on or they want that to be their online identity. This is your chance to pick your name, pick what you'll be known as, and having certain cool names, flexes, short names, OG names, however you want to say it, can be a flex and can be a sought after asset. But the flexing and the trading and the reselling is only a very small aspect of ENS. That's not what got me into it, and that's not what's going to grow the adoption, I don't think. What ENS does, and one of its strongest use cases, is it clears that hurdle of confusion inside of crypto, where people don't know where to send their money, people don't know how to receive their money, people can't memorize a long address, and they can't always copy and paste it. Like, say you're on the phone with somebody and they owe you a payment, or you want to make somebody a payment. Are they going to sit there and tell you these random letters that are 32 characters long and hope that you write it down and memorize it and don't mess anything up? No, you want a name that people will remember and a name that you would feel comfortable with having somebody find you as and send money to. To make a long story short, ENS takes a complicated situation that is hard for many to understand and is one of the earliest hurdles and makes it understandable and simple. Could you imagine a world with no domain names as is when we're talking .coms? Imagine trying to find your favorite website or go to your Facebook if Facebook didn't have facebook.com. Or imagine your mailman had to deliver an important package to you and he didn't have your street address or your house number. Would you trust it to get there safely somehow? I know I couldn't. ENS is a bet on cryptocurrency, as I mentioned earlier in the video. If you believe in the crypto narrative, if you also think that it is inevitable that it will be the standard one day, then you may also see why ENS will not only survive, but it will thrive. I hear many people talk about it, and I myself do agree that one day everyone will have a digital wallet. You will have a digital wallet that is connected to you, and you will use that digital wallet to connect to other things. If that whole narrative does play out, I can see ENS and these Web3 domains doing what .com domains did in the .com boom. And if you remember, there was a lot of people that made a lot of money buying and selling .com names. But the reason being is people were trying to secure good .com names. I myself was too young to remember that time, but I've read about it. And this kind of feels exactly like what I read about. So like they say, history doesn't always repeat, but it often rhymes. I hope this video helped out.